breaking character to announce that Artists on Artists on Artists on Patreon is now live. Our patrons will gain access to our post-show bonus episodes. You know how when you watch Game of Thrones would end and then it would autoplay the guys who made Game of Thrones just sort of talking about it? Well, we're doing that, but with this. You'll also gain access to more fun bonus content and the chance to be name-dropped in a future episode. You may even hear from some old characters? Is that allowed? It is at patreon.com/AOAOAOA pod. And now back to the episode. Smells like movies. Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. This week, the Barbie movie, the Polly Pocket movie. These movies have one thing in common. They are produced, in part, by corporations.
Corporations are finally making their way into cinema. After a long-awaited foray, they've made such creative characters and interesting choices, and now it's time to see those on the silver screen.
Movies are art, but sometimes they don't need to be, because corporations can get into it too.
So take out your corporations and buy a movie ticket. Let's listen in.
Excited to talk because we don't talk about movies like this with other people, so me and my partner we're really stoked to be here.
Yeah, this is so awesome. I literally can't wait for everyone to go around and talk about their movie.
It is awesome. Dude, you're freaking out. Chill out, man.
Okay.
And more than the movies, I'm very excited to discuss the products they represent, because products make the world go round.
What the thing we say over here is products is profits. And sometimes movie can just be a way to get
That's good deal. You did that.
How are you guys? Maybe you guys should tell us who you are and what movie you made.
Let's all go around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, my name is Scottsdale.
I am Dale Scottsdale, and we are, of course, the very famous Scottsdale brothers.
We worked very hard to inherit ShamWow.
We inherited the entire corporation and IP of ShamWow.
We waited patiently as our father passed away.
And he took a long time.
And now we have ShamWow, we are acquiring Scrub Daddy and some other things as well.
I'm working specifically on acquiring the ped egg.
And I am working on acquiring regular eggs just for my fridge.
I wasn't aware that ShamWow was old enough to be inherited. That a generation could pass away.
The infomercial really brought light to the ShamWow, but we've been around since 1890.
It's a legacy product.
Yeah, Shaw, that's
the
crazy.
ShamWow. It's gone through a couple different names.
Couple little rebrands.
The Scrub Woe.
And the Whoosh Cup.
But the ShamWow is the one
Whoosh
that's
Cup?
Oh, yeah.
That one didn't stick.
That was in the early 1900s,
Yeah.
the Whoosh Cup.
Yep, the Whoosh Cup.
Interesting, because it's not a cup, is it? It's
that's-
a towel.
Well, that's why it didn't stick.
It's one of the reasons.
And you guys, so you guys are actually brothers.
Oh, yeah, we're the Scottsdale brothers.
We're the Scottsdale brothers,
brothers,
the famous Scottsdale brothers.
Amazing. Yeah. And who's older and...
Well, we're Irish twins. Our mother couldn't keep her legs shut. We were born 11 months apart.
A whore.
Okay, so which one is... So
sorry, we love women. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I forgot.
According
we're rebranding. We love women.
According to what we need for the box office, we now love women.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I get
awesome
that. I get that.
Totally.
We found out they go to the movies.
That's awesome. I did want to just kind of reiterate that, even though you are Irish twins, one of you is older, because you did mention 11 months difference. So I just wanted to know who is older.
Right, so we're Irish twins.
So 11 months apart. Irish twins is when the two siblings born in the same year. So
No, for sure.
I was born, for example,
in 11 months apart from when I was born.
And one of us was in January, one of us was in December. And so our mother, her thought was...
And her legs!
I'll just pop one out. I'll pop one out in January, and then I'll open my legs right away at the end of January.
Because she's a girl boss and she can, am I right?
She can, right? And that's what we've learned.
That sounds like a little bit of press tutoring. That's great.
That is what we learned from watching most of the Barbie movie.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you had to say which one might be the eldest son, which one would you say?
I agree.
I would say that 100%.
You agree? Okay. Oh, cool.
And And we've been brothers our whole lives, so...
Especially since we've been Irish twins.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's your guys' names?
So who's older for you guys?
Well,
I guess we're all different here, different ages.
Okay.
I'm 48. And my husband here is, well, I'm sure he'll just tell you because he loves to butt in.
Well, I'm 51, and I'm not trying to butt in. I felt like you just gave me an opportunity to speak there, so I took it. I'm 51.
Well, excuse me for being accustomed to doing that, Dale. So, but we
And
shouldn't.
Excuse me, Margaret, for offending you yet again with my presence. So...
It's not your presence, Dale. It's what you do with it.
you guys are like super fun. Like, what movie are you working on?
What a freaking blast!
You guys are actually fun as hell.
Thank you.
Like, what
we
movie
are
you guys
we
working-
are known for our fun with our friends. We're kind of our funnest friends in the friend group.
We're
Yeah.
sort of the jokers of, we were both voted class clown. You know how they have a boy and a girl version of each person in high school. We were high school sweethearts, fell in love at first sight, not
Absolutely.
last sight.
Not the last sight for sure.
Wow.
Why don't we tell them about the movie? Or why don't you tell them, since you'd love to do that?
First, I can't tell which son's the oldest, and then I can't stop freaking laughing my face off with these two, the odd couple over here.
Bro, we
Oh
got
my
so
God.
lucky to be here. I feel like
We're
this
actually
is
not
so
an
much
odd
fun.
couple. We're actually a very normal couple.
We're
I would
actually a
say.
very normal couple.
Sure,
And
sure.
despite all the
Respect.
comedy bits that we're doing, we're actually here to talk about our careers.
Okay.
So, we produced the zany, wacky children's comedy Soccer Boppers, or as Dale likes to call them, Sock'em Boppums.
Well, I thought for 10 years they were called Sock'em Boppums, and now I'm having a Mandela thing happen, where now it's been revealed to me that they're actually soccer boppers. And
Wait, are they really?
No, I think actually, like, I think you guys have like split it kind of in half, and I think it's Sock'em Boppers.
Well, that's what I thought too, 100%.
Soccer
But I
That's
just,
Not
I looked it up.
correct, Dale. I just looked it
Now
up.
here we go again. I
Sorry,
thought
you guys
for the
just
long-
looked it up?
we looked it up.
How did you do this?
Do you
We
know a
made
thing
the
called
movie-
the internet?
What
I'll
the
be
shit?
transparent with you since you are so curious. Dale and I made this movie over Skype beginning in 2007. Then, once the technology advanced, over Zoom in the 2020s. We made this movie without being in the same room, despite being married, because we felt it was best for the film. We have looked up different product listings. I found one from Walmart.com that clearly says Sucker Boppers. I sent it to you via text and you don't believe me.
I don't believe you because I don't trust text messages.
soccer.
I don't know what they
Oh
are. And
boy.
I know. Okay, now here's the thing, Dale. I think it is very marketable of you to be letting your wife
Speak.
speak on this
Yeah.
matter with you, and
It's very Barbie.
and we
It's
love
so
and
Barbie
we
to
love
let a woman
gays
speak.
and women now.
And anyway,
And-
that's all from us.
So, and I also, I feel a kinship because we are both Dale.
That's true.
I feel a kinship.
Well, that's interesting.
That
that
you're
I
also
enlisted
Dale.
my husband Dale after you introduced yourselves as Dale. I wonder how we got there.
very interesting. But it's not strange for two men to be named Dale, I don't
It's
think,
not
honey.
strange for two men to do anything.
And it's not too strange for two men to be brothers.
69-year-old.
That's definitely
brothers.
not strange. I will say that's definitely not strange for two men to be brothers. I will say that.
Thank you.
So, like,
So
tell
you
us about
guys
your
live in the same
movie.
house?
Okay.
We live in the same house, but different sections of it.
Yes, we have it walled off so that we're on different Wi-Fi so that we never kick each other off the Wi-Fi to be on Zooms with each other. So it's basically like we're in different states.
We're in the
Have
same.
you guys ever seen each other's faces or just on the screens?
Every once in a while, I run into her outside, and we have a very colloquial hi, hello, wife, maybe a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the mouth,
Oh.
and then we keep going.
Yes, and we are trying to
We're trying to work through it. We go to marriage counseling.
Oh, this sounds like it fucking sucks.
I don't know what you're talking about. We made a really, really good movie. We made a fantastic movie, and it doesn't suck. It's just life. And
yes, and one of the things that we're talking about in marriage counseling is how to stop having so much fun all the time, because sometimes we need to talk about serious things.
Mm-hmm. But we're not here to talk about our marriage. We're here to talk about the amazing Sock'em Bopp'em.
I'm not doing this again.
Soccer.
I'm not doing this
it's
again.
It's Sock'em Bopper. I knew it was Sock'em Bopp'em.
It has
whatever.
To be Sock'em Bop.
So like
it
I
follows the story.
I actually just looked at my droid real quick, and like I did notice that turns out that like it was called Sock'em Boppers, and then Mattel sued the company that made them and turned it into Soccer Boppers. So I think you guys are both right. Like, and I wonder if that can be part of your relationship.
So it was a Mandela thing. Mandela was behind it. Nelson Mandela was behind this.
He's behind
You
so
are
much.
such a narcissist. Do you think Mandela has the time of day to give to you? That's
I'm just saying, maybe he does, because it does seem like Nelson Mandela did something here. We just found that out. It's tough when I speak and you don't believe anything I say. Who else is here?
You're pathetic. Who else is here?
God, this sucks.
Hey, bro, come on, man. Like, we've been through worse. Like, we don't have to act like that. Like, my name is Scoby. My name is Scoby.
What's up? I'm Hester.
And we are the creators of the AutoZone movie, which we're like super fucking stoked about. So AutoZone.
It's actually a crazy story. It's a crazy story. Tell him.
It's so crazy. No, bro, you should tell him, dude.
No, you tell him.
You
know I get freaking nervous and my teeth.
Fucking tell him, dude.
My teeth get really slippery and I can't talk.
Your teeth get slippery and then your freaking tongue like falls out of your mouth. It's crazy, dude. Okay, so like what happened was like we were both working at AutoZone in AutoZone in northern Nevada, and we were hanging out, and there was a big snowstorm, and so like me and Hester like are the best friends like when we work at AutoZone, and like we have so much fun together, and like we build like this whole world and we play games and stuff, because like not everyone comes into AutoZone all the time. You guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
AutoZone.
So how did you guys get this movie?
So like
get ready for this. Get ready for my teeth to dry, because it's a crazy story.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Once your teeth dry, you're gonna blow everyone's mind. So what happened was like we were hanging out and it was a snowstorm, and we like to create like this little world for ourselves when it's just me and Hester. Like Hester's actually my favorite person to be on a shift with. I love working with Hester. There's this other guy, Bug, that I work with that I don't like, and he's actually the villain in our story. But irregardless, like, so we were hanging out and like we were just like fucking around, and it was a blizzard and no one was coming in, and this guy came in to get snow tires, and we were selling him to him, but we were like in the middle of like our game, and he was like, "This is actually really interesting. I'm the CEO of AutoZone." And we're like, "Fuck, what?"
We
and
didn't know that.
Like,
So we didn't know that.
We didn't know that.
We were just putting chains on his tires, and we had no freaking clue. And sometimes when we're so in the zone, we go, "We're in the zone. Let's get in the auto zone."
Exactly.
So just to fast forward a little bit, was this guy important? Was he a big filmmaker or something?
He was the CEO of AutoZone. Yeah, absolutely. So he was in charge
If you
of.
were listening, Soccer Bocker Dale Auto.
Yeah.
He was the CEO of AutoZone.
He never fucking does. Go ahead.
God, this sucks right here. You guys suck.
No, Hester, don't worry about
I
it.
think
dude.
they seem like a delight. Continue.
Thank you so much, twin. So we were like, we were told, hey, like, if it doesn't interfere with your work, like, would you guys want to work on the movie? So we were like, sure. So like, we get to hang out in our off time, and we wrote this movie together, and it's basically like, what if AutoZone was a whole world? And
now, can I ask, you still have these jobs? Are you paid hourly AutoZone wages, or are you paid Hollywood script wages?
Oh, we're paid hourly wages for the AutoZone. As
AutoZone.
As I had mentioned, like they were like, if you want to do this for fun in your free time, so that's what we've been up to.
What was crazy though is that like the CEO of AutoZone flew us to Hollywood, and he like introduced us to a bunch of screenwriters, and it was crazy because we actually didn't really realize that we love movies a lot, and
we do.
We got to talk to like filmmakers, and my favorite movie is Frances Ha, and And your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Robots. The DreamWorks film Robots.
Yeah. So, and it was interesting because we didn't realize that we're not filmmakers first. We're AutoZone. We're automakers first.
Exactly. They put us up somewhere nice, by the way, in Hollywood. They put us up in that hotel in Burbank that has the elevator on the outside of the building.
It was absolutely crazy. Yes,
It was crazy.
We got milkshakes at Bob's Big Boy,
and they paid for them, by the way.
They paid for them. It was crazy. Anyway, so it was really cool, and I think it was all because of like the Barbie movie. I would have to say that they're bringing in, they're letting people, they're just interested in what like the AutoZone stories have to tell.
And are you guys going to be credited? You guys going to be credited on the movie?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, are you gonna Like, are you gonna get credits in the on the screen with your names written?
Well, I don't know. The elevator at the hotel was on the outside of the hotel.
Exactly,
so probably,
dude.
Yeah, then that's
I think so. Like,
I'm going to be blunt with you right now. You need to get a lawyer immediately.
You need to get a lawyer. We know a couple good divorce lawyers that probably couldn't help in this situation.
I don't mess with
and
lawyers.
they couldn't really help in our situation
No,
either.
not
they
at all.
sort
We're
of
still
fled
together.
the country.
No, all
No,
I know
I
is you
didn't.
two suck, and I don't want any of that
Absolutely.
hate stuff.
Lawyers are cheats. Lawyers are liars. Lawyers are scum. Like, lawyers are disgusting. Like, and I won't be in the same room as a lawyer.
Okay, well, we tried to help you.
Here's the thing: is that we at the ShamWow movie, the thing we're discovering
is women. We're discovering them for the first
That
time.
rocks. That rocks.
We're learning
That rocks.
We don't need to be writers to write.
Nope.
We don't need to be women to woman.
Nope.
We don't need to be bisexual to panic.
Nope. We are panicking bisexual all over this
We
movie.
can have bisexual panic without being bisexual.
When
we're learning.
when we saw the Barbie film,
and we really watched most of it.
we did. We were in the bathroom for 30-40 minutes.
Not
but
that
other
long.
than
The
that,
whole movie's like what? 5 hours, 6 hours?
We were there.
What were you doing in the bathroom?
We
Nothing,
had
nothing.
It's not your business
We didn't
what
do
I do in
anything.
the bathroom.
We didn't do
Excuse
anything.
me. When I go into a bathroom stall with my brother, it is not your business
not
what
your
we
business
do
to ask
in
who's
that
older,
bathroom stall.
to ask what
Who's
we're doing.
It's
To
not-
ask if we're writers.
You have no business
We-
knowing
we
how
wrote
I
the-
got this neck brace. You have no business.
We were
Whoa.
so
something happened.
Whoa, brothers! Something just happened. We just
We did not mean to offend. Like,
It looked like a trigger.
Listen,
it looked like a trigger.
It looked like a trigger.
No, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. We're learning
so
that we can profit.
and help.
Last night we wrote the whole script last night.
We wrote it the whole night.
We stayed up all night. We got so excited.
and we're going into production tonight.
Well, congrats. I would love to know the plot. I would love
Yeah,
to know
what
what it's
happens
about.
in the movie?
Yeah,
So
tell
here's
us.
the thing we really wanted to achieve in this movie is
Oh God, this is so hard.
this is so hard.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing about it is we watched the Barbie film. It's the first time ever in history women have come to the theater.
So women are coming
To the
to
theater.
the theater more than Oppenheimer.
More than
Who told you that?
read the reviews on
look at
Breitbart. You read all the reviews on Breitbart. The
And they
women are in
say-
the theaters.
And they
What is
What is
happening? So the thing about it is, women, the she's, the theys, and the gays,
they own it now.
they own the theaters.
and to profit, you
have to get to the
to
she's,
them.
the theys, the gays.
So ShamWow wakes up in I don't know
a pink house
brothel.
And ShamWow is now SheWow.
SheWow.
Wow, she's wow.
Oh, Sham Woman.
Sham woman.
I think I saw on Deadline when they announced it a picture of ShamWow. It's just a pink towel with some googly eyes, and the eyes aren't really aligned. Is that the vision?
Yeah, no. But
I saw that on Deadline too.
But it is voiced by Jeffrey Tambor. And it's
Yeah, we
beautiful.
got Jeffrey Kimmel. He's one of our neighbors.
Yep,
Oh, you
he's
guys
our
got him,
neighbor.
huh? Like, it wasn't hard to get him?
We didn't get him that he is aware of, but
But
we
he's
recorded him saying
saying
enough
a
things
few
that we were
phrases.
able to make those into the lines.
But
of
that's
the
what
movie.
AI is for.
That's what AI is for.
Oh, so you sat outside his house and sort of put a
We had to
recording device? Am I getting that right?
Honey, Miss Honey. I wouldn't say we sat outside of his house as much we live outside of his house.
I would say
What?
We live in a the shed next door to his house. We are technically neighbors by squatters' rights.
And listen,
Chill.
did we inherit a large sum of ShamWow money and blow it on?
A lot of things.
Absolutely.
It's fine.
And it's okay because
what we do in the bathroom is none of your business.
We didn't bring that up, bro. Like, we
no
didn't
one
actually
asked.
bring that up again.
No one asked
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
bathroom
Right.
again.
Sorry, I thought I heard someone
So the
mention that.
ShamWow is gay or something. Hold on.
Sorry.
I forget the script. We wrote it last
We
night.
wrote
I
it
blacked
last
out
night.
the whole time.
So the thing about it is, in Barbie, the bisexuals are in the theater going, who do I look at? Do I look at the girl or the boy? They're both so pretty. So we decided the ShamWow is the girl, and obviously the scrub daddy is giving mother. And and who are the bisexuals going to look
Who
at?
are they going to look at? They'll probably just spend the whole time
movie
panicking. And then we'll be rich again.
We're gonna be rich from the bisexuals and the women.
Now, are you worried about the sort of medical implications of causing a theater full of bisexuals to panic? Or are you going to have
No,
doctors on scene?
Once they buy the tickets, it's out of our fucking hands.
And let me tell you, if they sploosh on those seats, we've got some ShamWows to dry it up.
Okay, so your
so that's
movie is a girl
Yeah.
ShamWow and
Yeah.
a mother scrub daddy.
Well, they have to figure
Maybe we
out
could
what the...
Wait, is the scrub daddy the mother, or is it just giving mother? Because there's a difference, Dale. This is slang.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying my best here, Margaret. I'm trying my best here.
so
You're not an ally.
Yeah, I'm not sensing. It's not giving ally for me. What I think is we're going to be doing. They're there, and they wake up in the pink house.
And what did they clean? They have to clean something.
everything, but
Clean
it's
up-
not a woman's job to clean
No,
anymore.
they have to clean up
the patriarchy. And we have no association with the old ShamWow host. He will not be in the...
Vince Offer, the old ShamWow spokesperson who
Will
went to jail for punching a prostitute in the face repeatedly, will not be
in
part
the
of the
film.
story.
Okay.
We do not know him. We do not
Okay.
hang out with him.
I was actually
He's not-
curious
You guys
about
never
that.
met him?
Yeah, I was
Are you
gonna
guys
ask.
sure
we
you
don't
never met?
hang out with him all
In person? No.
We don't have a text chain.
No.
And I will say the prostitute went to jail too, so both sides just
There are
saying,
good people on both sides.
they say she bit his tongue off or something. I don't know.
But the movie is about destroying the patriarchy.
He's not in it, and we have to tell everyone that because that's the number one question we get asked.
I have another question, and it's that you said the ShamWows are cleaning things. Are there human hands that are operating the ShamWows like puppets, or do the ShamWows have their own smaller little towel that they use to clean?
Fuck, another
I
thing
don't
to think
know.
of.
So many questions, God.
Another thing to think of from a woman with power.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Listen, I don't.
As of now, we're thinking fishing wire to make the ShamWow operate on its own.
We are going into production tonight. You have
So
to
I actually,
understand.
just to clarify, I do not believe that question was a production question. I think it was a plot question. So the fishing wire does not answer the question.
Right.
It's a fishing
Fishing
wire.
wire.
That's Scooby.
Got
We
it.
use
Scooby's just a
fishing
film
wire.
nerd. We're
Is
just
the
curious.
fishing
Sorry.
wire a character in the film?
We were born 11 months apart,
I know.
That's not
We
the question.
understand that.
That's not the question.
and it's fishing
That's actually
wire in the movie.
So the thing I think is, it's not really about what the movie's about.
Or
As
about
much,
what anyone's doing in the bathroom.
as much as it's about what the movie makes you feel.
Money.
Money.
Okay. So Ann and Dale, what is your movie about?
Well, you know what? I'll let my wife speak.
Well, I don't want to speak if you're just giving me charity, Jail.
It's not
If you
charity.
think it's charity to let your wife speak.
It's not charity, it's obligation. I'm obligated to let you speak at this point.
Well, great. I'm glad that someone is holding a gun to your head to let me talk.
I wish they were. I wish they were holding a gun to my head because I'd beg them to pull the fucking trigger.
Hey guys,
You
you
know
want to look
what?
at these? How about these washers? Sorry, that's the instinct when couples fight in AutoZone. I just try to tell them to look at the washers.
Let him not marry.
Does that work?
Scooby.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, dude. I'm like, hey, look at the washer. Look at the wipers over
washer,
here.
look at the
Look at the
washer.
washer. Look at the wipers. Usually it gets them talking about something else at least.
Well, we'll just go into the movie. Soccer Boppers, aka Soccer Boppums, is about two Christian boys who soccer bopper each other to death on the top of a building.
What? Oh no!
It's one location, hour-and-a-half movie, dive
so
into
it's
the
cheap.
deep character.
Is it a oneer? Are you guys doing a oneer?
You guys
So one shot, one location, two actors.
You guys buried the lead here. You really
It's-
buried the lead.
It's much more in depth than that though, because they're not necessarily fighting about. I mean, on the surface, it can look like two Christian boys fighting to kill each other on a rooftop. But if you dive deep into the subtext as an artist, it's really a metaphor for people losing their religion and the struggle of what it means to be a young child at a certain age in a violent world.
Are you two Christian?
No.
No.
Do you two connect with these boys trying to kill each other on a roof? Or?
Yeah, that's a better
Yeah.
question.
I would say one of us did write one of the boys and the other one did write the other boy.
So you didn't write all the lines together. You sat in separate rooms.
Like an
We
exquisite
sort of,
corpse, dude.
recorded transcribed Zooms of the two of us interacting with each other and just wrote them into the script, and we thought that we'd have to change more than we did.
Oh wow!
It became the basis for the script and it ended up becoming just the script.
Okay.
A lot of our Zoom calls and conversations, so
So,
it
like,
did
I guess
actually
I-
work out. Our
ahead.
therapist.
No, go ahead. Well, we
really-
were just shocked at how much of our Zooms included the phrase, "I know you are, but what am I?" And that played perfectly into the way that these teen Christian boys were struggling in the way. And I think the sheer amount of times that I say, "Oh God," in a day, made them Christian. They weren't Christian before.
The amount
Wow.
of times in a day we're talking and I turn to some higher power looking for an answer of where I'm at made them Christian naturally. It was almost, if
Interesting.
they weren't Christian, it wouldn't make sense.
How does this whole thing connect to the toys?
Right, because that's my question. Because I remember, like, when I was a kid, like, the song says "more fun than a pillow fight," right? Like, that's like
And
that's
it
what I
is.
remember.
And the movie, I'm not trying to bury the lead here, but the movie is more fun than a pillow fight.
In
I will
how? Can
say
you
that.
quantitatively tell me how?
Yeah, can
It's-
you really? Because all I get is that this sucks.
Well, the movie is full of laughs and giggles and
Guffaws,
and
jordals.
Sounds like
cameos.
a hard drama.
It's tons of cameos.
Yeah.
Ja Rule makes an appearance trying
Ja
to stop
Rule?
the boys.
And did
Ja-
you guys get those cameos from the app Cameo?
Yes,
And you
we
just
did.
put
Yes.
those in.
Yes, we shot it all on Cameo. It was during COVID, so we sent in requests to Meredith Vieira, Lizzo. We got Billy Crystal. He was expensive.
Bailey Crystal was great in this scene. It's one of the most funny scenes and powerful scenes. One of the boys is right like one punch away from punching the other boy off of the roof, because that's kind of what happens. They kind of win each other over. They're never going to punch each other over the other person's side of the roof.
Now that you're saying it, I do remember reading on Deadline an article. It was about, can Cameo be a casting director? And they were
Yes.
like, can the middleman be?
Because in
Yeah.
this scene, one of the boys is about to punch off one of the other boys, and he gets a bzz bzz, and it's a cameo from Billy Crystal saying, "Hi, I'm Billy Crystal. I was told by your friend to say, don't punch me off the roof." And it's very funny, and it's very ha ha ha, very
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
And they're like-
Yes,
you-
there are
he's-
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
That-
there are a
that
few
laugh
false
made-
endings.
Oh.
The laugh made me really think you've laughed before.
And now my question too is, are you guys blocked by Jeffrey Tambor on Cameo,
Or is that just us?
Is that everyone, or is that just us?
I actually haven't checked Jeffrey Tambor on my Cameo.
I you know
Yeah.
what? I have
I-
also not checked to if Jeffrey
we have
Tambor
not
is.
checked, but we can.
I should
look,
check.
I didn't know that was possible to be
Everyone?
blocked on Cameo. Are you blocked by anyone else, or is Jeffrey simply?
I guess we wouldn't know who we'd be blocked by, but I will say I've been trying to reach out to all of the Real Housewives of Potomac for some time now and have not had any luck.
For unrelated reasons or for the movie?
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
reasons, let me tell you.
And I just want to clarify too. So it's a one shot. So the cameos the camera zooms into a phone.
It's not, well, yes and no. It doesn't go more than a wide shot.
So what do you mean yes and no?
So it's very distant?
So it's
It's
like
so-
very
So
small
we do
camera.
what's called a practical zoom, in which the actor physically shows
Moves
the
closer.
phone closer to the camera's lens and then pulls it back.
And that's what we call a practical zoom in the industry. I don't know if
Well,
you guys
and
know
then
that.
this is another
No, I'm not-
question
yeah.
I have. Yeah, I mean, the other question is, we're currently, when we're talking at a bit of a gray area for like Lizzo, and I know you mentioned she's in this. Depending on how the allegations come through in the lawsuit that she literally has, like how do you cut around if you did a one shot?
That's going to be very, very difficult, and we are a hard split on this.
Of course, we're hard split on this.
We're
I want to
hard
green
split on this.
screen her cameo into another person's cameo, maybe a dog or something.
And I believe that any interpolation of the form is a violation of the one shot, and I will have to commit suicide.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my!
So those are the stakes I wake up with every morning.
That's high stakes.
Dale, your fucking life, dude. And then if sometimes you guys run into each other outside, do you sometimes kiss?
Yes, well,
Yes.
it's the
That's
polite
kinda
thing
hot.
to do.
It's pretty
This is
sexual.
sort of
Yes,
hot.
out of pure politeness, we do
Well-
share a kiss.
We'll do share a kiss,
you
so the
guys-
neighbors think we're all right.
Do you guys ever get so excited that you just roughhouse a little bit in a
Yeah.
bathroom stall and one of you
Yeah.
ends up with a sprained neck?
You guys
What?
fuck? Oh,
So that's what. So
Oh,
that's
no.
what you're doing.
No.
No, I ask you.
We're
Do
asking
you fuck?
Do you roughhouse?
We've
roughhouse
from
when you're
time to
happy?
time
Well-
something happens. I'll say every 6 to 12 months something does happen between us, where the
Yes.
carnal rage for each other turns into carnal passion, and we tear down a house.
And we are trying to produce a child, so that this marriage stays intact.
Is it a branded child or just a regular child?
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, we
Well,
are
if you-
divided, split down. Yeah, what is the difference of that? I'm
You
confused too.
produce a child is like a movie, right?
I always
You
say
produce
this.
both. And if you produce a movie, there's unbranded movies that don't make any companies any money, like the Schindler List.
Every child should provide some
And-
money to the home.
And then there's movies like the ShamWow movie that can make your company money. So that must be the same with a child.
My brother went to Harvard.
I went once. I drove by and I went in and I stood in the library and I watched some of the people.
Can I ask you guys a question? There seems like there's tons of Capri Suns just all around you guys. What's with the Capri Suns?
I don't want you to assume that they are filled with Capri Sun, but yes, they do have some Capri Sun in them.
I am going through a specific type of withdrawals for something that's a little personal
And it's okay to
And it's-
put a little bit
of Capri
Capri
Sun.
Sun in another thing.
and can I ask what happened to your neck?
I don't want to talk about what happened in the bathroom, but sometimes when two gentlemen get a little excited or passionate about a new idea, a creative endeavor, they can roughhouse, and that's just boys will be boys.
Sometimes roughhousing isn't bad.
How old are you again? Remind me.
69.
69, yeah. Couple months difference between the two of us
11
because we
months.
are Irish twins.
So are
Well-
we're hanging out in the 1 month that you guys are the same age?
Yeah, it's a really convenient booking. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome, dude.
Well, how about you guys? Let's hear
Oh,
this.
man.
Okay.
Hester's
okay.
revving up the edge. Let's get into it, Hess. Let's do it. Tell them about the movie. Look, I'm super
Are
stoked.
you about to enter the AutoZone?
Get in the zone.
Do you
that's
two
the-
perform on the soundtrack?
Well, I was going to ask
hopefully.
that, but it felt like
Hopefully.
none of the actual soundtrack was hit there besides Get in the Zone. That's the only thing I recognize from.
Well, all I'll say that's honestly for Scoby and I, those sounds, and that sound
Yeah.
is how we kind of got the executive.
Yeah. That's how we started, because we built a little language in car noises that we used to talk back and forth. So, like for example, how are you is rum, 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 rum.
Yeah, and Wanna Soda is.
Is this like Morse code? Do you have certain dots and dashes that I can't hear?
No, it's not. It's not to be written. It's not to be written.
It's
more
not
of a,
to be written and not
It's
to
an
be
only spoken language.
It's only.
It's not to
spoken.
be written and not to be taught, frankly.
And you do this in front of customers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like when we want to talk shit, like if
Yeah.
we were to talk about like if you two like middle-aged island boys came in and we started like looking back and forth at each other, and what would we say about them, dude? Like if I was like, yeah, what'd you do?
I'd go, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, I go beep beep beep, boom 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 boom. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what.
Though.
We
Yeah.
don't.
No,
Why don't we
we
just
don't
cut
know what you're
to your
saying.
movie? Why don't we just cut to? Let's fast forward this a little bit and get to the movie.
Okay, so the movie is about the zone of AutoZone, as if it was like, imagine if it was a real land.
Yeah, so basically what we like to say, it's Zootopia meets Cars 2 meets Car Wash meets Marriage Story meets Goodfellas
Meets Boondock Saints.
meets Moondock Saints meets
It meets Mrs. Doubtfire. Meets What We Do in the Shadows. Meets Boyhood, because we're shooting it over 12 years.
Oh, wow.
yeah, one car aging over 12 years.
Exactly. So like, what happens with a car is
What
that
year
it gets.
are you in now?
So cars age differently. So we'll start at year 0, and so we start at year 0, and the car. So an age for a car is actually 20 human years every year, and so it follows its life. We shoot it over 12 years, but for the car, that's 20 times 12. So figure that out for yourself, and then like you see the car rust, and like what happens to. AutoZone is a land where if you go there, none of the problems that exist in the real world are happening. So like it's like you're good. There's no rust. There's no mileage. There's no like running out of gas. And so like this car leaves and it gets like really aged and like fucked up, like to shit.
Fucked up. It gets fucked up in the butt.
It gets fucked up in the butt.
The car gets fucked.
The car does have sex with a real human woman, and it's actually beautiful.
Because that's what
what's that
happens.
like?
Because in
What's that
AutoZone,
like?
because that's what's crazy about AutoZone is that cars can fuck humans,
Right.
only specifically hot women.
Right.
Can I ask, is she sitting on the hood as it rumbles, or what's going on?
No, she's under the car. The car is on top of her.
So that's how sex works in AutoZone, is that the cars are on top of the women.
So
But
the
it's
thing,
penetrative.
and the thing we had to do to make sure all of this makes sense is that we had to create a world, like a Earth gravity that was less heavy than current Earth gravity. So when they go to the real world, the Earth gravity is different. So things just float a little bit more, and things are a little less heavy.
Yeah, so we had to create a different type of gravity when we go to the AutoZone.
Exactly.
Do you shoot the car sex with the woman practically, and do the wheels go over the woman?
The wheels go fully over the woman, and I did want to mention that the woman is Barbie Ferreira from Euphoria, and she's really awesome.
Yeah.
And do you?
And honestly, she's really lovely to work with, and it was really awesome to be on set that day.
Do you let people just show up and join if they just want to hang out during that scene?
We actually shot it already, so it's already over. But
So
we are
there's
shooting
no
it.
reshoots.
Well, no, we
Yeah.
are. I mean, the car's getting older, so we are going to be shooting it every year. A sex
There's
scene
no
every year.
reshoots of that scene.
We got about 8.
When you meet Scottsdale brothers, it seems like you two want to fuck a car. Am I reading that right?
Don't ask us
Okay,
what
now
we do in the
don't-
bathroom.
I might.
That's
You can't be fitting a car in there. You can't be, you little rascals. That's impossible.
There's cars of all sizes.
You know, we are some pretty strong Nepo babies, and we can kind of do anything we set our hearts to as long as our father dies.
you know what? That came out of nowhere, but it makes absolute sense.
Absolutely. Like, just to like reiterate our movie though, like it definitely feels like these are types of bits that we never thought would be movies, for the record. Like Hester, like we were just fucking around. Like we used to be like, would you do, the person or the car? That was a game we used to play when people would come in. Like, would you rather have sex with a person trying to buy fluid for their engine, or would you rather have sex with the car they drove in?
Yeah. I think what's amazing is that we didn't have all this screenwriting class junk, and that we actually get to come in and we got to like make a movie that like meant like we weren't brainwashed by like what a structure is of a story.
Right.
And,
I mean,
like,
of course we were influenced by Louise Boonwell's Un Chien Andalou. Like we've all seen that. We all know that movie.
We've all seen, of course we're influenced by it, but like we got to be like, the rules of the world are that there are no rules of the world, and that AutoZone is a zone, and that it is different than all types of places. And
the car's voiced and physically acted by Asa Butterworth.
Yeah, and we want to and we are so thankful for that. And this movie's also for car lovers, because what's amazing about it is the car ages in real time, so like car lovers can see it age. And it's and it's absolutely the most expensive film to ever have been made, but it's like really awesome. So
we've done some early test screenings exclusively with people that hang out at classic car shows outside of 50s restaurants, and it is charting through the freaking roof, dog. Like,
so you guys have already shot it. You've been spending the last 12 years shooting this?
We've shot a lot of it, and then we have a few more years of shooting it.
We have a few more years, and then we're hoping that in the next few years we'll see our names in the credits.
Right, and
So
by
just
testing well, I mean we show the footage we have, and then we tell them the rest of the movie. And these dads are so excited.
You show it on the viewfinder of the camera, or
and we have to tell these dads.
Is it edited in camera?
Yeah, it's edited in camera, and we actually have to tell the dads to sit on their hands because they want to ask so many questions.
We say
they want to ask it with their hands.
Yes, they want to.
They want to go
ask,
what?
They write. They have so many questions. They put it on their fingers, and we go, please sit on your hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did they know to do that? How did all of the car dads decide to write individual questions on each of their fingers because they're so excited?
How
They're
big are
different
their
people.
fingers?
I'll tell
How
you.
small do they write?
Lady who's always mad. It's just a thing. It's just a thing.
Absolutely thing. It's a
Hester,
subculture
I'm
you wouldn't
not
understand.
always mad. I'm not always mad. Okay, I did have another question for you. The Barbie movie is about, and apparently the ShamWow movie is about societal issues like the patriarchy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
is there an overall lesson in AutoZone?
What do you think? Like, being rude is gay, probably?
Yeah.
It's gay.
Did you say being rude is gay?
Yeah.
It's gay to be rude,
Yeah,
dude.
I'd say it's really gay to be rude, and I'd say that being gay is
Yeah, it's
so gay.
Good?
is this positive or derogatory?
No, it's
You
good.
guys
It's
aren't
good.
you guys aren't media trained like we've
No,
become in
we
the
don't
last
need to.
24
No.
hours.
Like, we're on the side.
We've
Like
spent the last 24 hours really trying to figure this out.
Who
and
media
figure
trained
out-
you, or was
Yeah,
it
who's
by
your
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you talk about being media trained? Because you guys seem like you were media trained really hard,
We
really
were trained
fast.
by the ghost of Lyndon B. Johnson in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, we had a whole haunted house debacle.
We took some drugs, some substances that
Sorry,
connect you
some Capri Sun.
that connect you to other realms and yourself. And we asked the ghosts in the room who knows how to media train.
And we were shown to watch Mojo top 10 media training videos.
The
and
ghost
here
of
we are.
Lyndon B. Johnson
Yeah,
pulled up a Mojo video.
He showed up in our place and said, guys, I got nothing to say, just
Watch this. And it was a gorgeous
And it
video.
was Mojo's top 10 things
Lots
to
of
say
lots of Tom
to
Cruise.
not get in trouble.
Lots of Tom Cruise in that video.
Wow, I just have to say, this is the busiest 24 hours I've ever heard of someone having. So I really applaud you for that.
You guys wrote a full script, got Jeffrey Tambor's voice to voice it.
Yeah.
You
Going
got
to
media
add
trained
AI.
by a ghost.
We did a seance to find the ghost.
We've been doing a lot of running on all fours. We've been having a really
We've
fun
been
time.
chasing each other around our living
Okay,
room
so
on
that's
all
what you did in the
fours.
bathroom. That's what you
Okay.
did in the bathroom.
Cannot
Cannot
disclose what
disclose
happens
in
in
the
a public
bathroom.
restroom between me and my brother.
Did
Let's
you guys
move
see?
on.
Did you guys see the Barbie movie last night too? Is that what started all this? Or
We saw
We saw
most
40
of
or 30 minutes of the Barbie movie.
it, and we got it from what we saw. We saw
What-
like the beginning where it was pink, and we left to go to the bathroom and do things that
We
we
cannot
didn't.
talk about it.
And they were pink, and they were girls, and they were
We
gay,
get
and they were
it.
panicking.
They were
We get it.
gays.
It was good. We do it. We can do it now. We don't need training. We don't need
don't need
writers.
Greta Gerwig.
And we don't need women. I mean, we
love women.
We love women.
There's the media training right there. There's the media training. So what's on the docket for tomorrow?
Oh God.
God, we're probably gonna.
So
we're
much.
probably.
You guys go into
much.
production tonight, right?
Tonight we're shooting night to day, so we're shooting at night for the day.
Trying to make it look like daytime.
You guys are doing night for day, huh?
Yeah, we're doing night for day. It's gonna be very dark, but it will be 2 p.m. for the entirety of the movie.
I guess I wonder like why you would
Switched
do.
on to floodlights.
Yeah, like why would you do
Why?
night for day? Is my question, I guess.
We're doing night for day in post, so
because
we up
my
the exposure.
my brother and I get all of our Capri Sun energy at night. And we're really ready. We're really ready to put that energy into action and do some things in the bathroom that we will not speak of later.
We can't contact ghosts in the day,
We
and
can't
we
do
don't
it.
know when we're gonna need advice of what Watch Mojo video to pull up next.
So it's gonna be a good time, and you're all invited to come watch.
Wow.
That's very generous. I think I would actually like to come and see your process.
I
Is
honestly
that-
am very interested in this process.
Yeah, Anne and Dale, if you guys are okay with being in the same room, we would love to have you.
Yeah, and if you like anyone
Oh.
named Dale, you can just come by
Oh.
yourself.
Oh.
Well,
You guys
we'd
okay
have
with being
to
in the same room?
schedule. We'd have to schedule bathroom breaks, I'd say, and
We'd have to
different-
schedule a couple things for that to work.
What was your guys' wedding like?
It was a blast. It was it was
It was
made-
so much fun.
Was it?
It was so much fun.
There was a flash mob that performed Ave Maria. There
What?
was-
The flash
There
mob
was-
sang. The flash mob sang it.
Or dance to it.
You
And
heard
what
my
was the
wife.
tempo
you
of
heard my
Ave
wife.
Maria?
They performed it. Thank you very much. Maybe listen to her. Maybe listen
Okay,
to her.
guys, I love this
Thank
group of
you, Dale.
filmmakers so much. Maybe
Thank
I'm
you.
a first-time filmmaker, but I just want to say it's been so nice to be around everybody. I want to know, how do I follow everybody? Like, what is everyone working on next? If your movie takes off, or maybe it doesn't.
Well, we are working currently. We have a long-standing YouTube channel of our relationship, of our travel escapades.
You do.
Yes.
Yes, we set it to the type of vlog music that sounds like a computer wrote it. And it is different shots of us enjoying our day separately.
In separate rooms.
Separately.
So
And who has
catch
control
our-
of the edit? Who has control of the edit on that one?
We fight a lot about that.
So we each edit ourselves, and then it's hell
And
to
then
put
we
it
have
together.
one- we have
It
one
is
pass to
hell
edit each
to
other.
combine them.
Yeah, so we each edit ourselves. And we have one pass to edit each other, and then we fight about who puts it all together.
Well, and
Bro.
sometimes Dale will screw with the saturation on my
I
videos
don't.
to make me look a little lighter, to make me look a little less there, to make me look like a little Casper of sorts.
Like the
so that's something
opacity?
we've been talking about.
Yeah,
you fuck
so
with the opacity.
it's true. I do. I fuck with the opacity, and I put a white layer behind her, and it just makes her look kind of sickly and kind of not there fully.
Yeah, and sometimes he's screwing with the white balance, and I can tell. He does it a
Dude,
little
that's
bit
so
higher
fucked.
each
Oh,
time,
don't bring
it
just
up.
to
Dude.
drive me insane.
Dude,
That's
that's
fucked.
so fucked.
She's messing with my
fucked.
video transitions, trying to crossfade me out so much earlier until when I'm done talking. I've still got 30 more seconds of talking, and she's crossfading me out to her stuff.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have to drag the crossfade effect all the way over to the start of the clip.
Here
if you
we
would
go.
Listen to me.
I'm gonna punch you off of a building. I'm going to punch you off of a building.
Get my fucking soccer boppers. I'm ready to go.
Wow, I think we're seeing a sequel here.
Oh my
Scott's-
god. I didn't think we had enough material for a sequel, but I think we have enough.
Do you think
Honey?
you survive
I
at
think
the
it's
end?
gonna happen.
Would you like to come over tonight for dinner?
Oh shit, dude. I
Okay,
think they're about.
Dale.
I think they're about to raw dog.
You think they're about to
Morning,
rob
Dale.
Hog, Scooby?
Raw dog, dude, not Rob
I will
Hog.
sit at the table with you for dinner.
We've got an endless supply of ShamWows if you guys need to clean anything up.
Sorry, we were having too much fun there for a second.
That was
what's
too much
everyone else-
fun.
I think she's gonna lick his carburetor.
Yeah, dude. I think she's gonna freaking clean out his muffler, dude.
Yeah, nobody get a neck brace in the process.
Okay.
Which parts of the body are those?
Neck?
It doesn't matter. Never mind. Never mind.
Scooby and I have a really exciting. We are. It's really exciting. One day, hopefully, we're gonna get a credit on our movie.
Absolutely.
But we both are assistant.
And you have to get a lawyer. You simply
You really
No.
have to
I
get
never
it.
No.
will. I never
Lawyers
will.
don't believe in love. Lawyers don't believe in
I
love.
have
They
this
don't
all-
believe in friendship.
I have this
If you
old joke.
can't Oh,
Have you ever heard this joke? What's the difference between a lawyer and a big old pile of shit?
What?
The pile of shit doesn't charge you $100 an hour.
Scooby, that's so right, and that's true, man.
If you
That's
can't
true,
afford
man.
a lawyer, you can simply afford a ghost.
I guess ghosts are free, yes. That
Sounds
is
like
true.
Anne is becoming a ghost in some of her vlogs.
Yes, and I'm fucking pissed.
Anyways, no, tell him, Hess, tell him what we're up to after this, cause I'm so.
We're looking at both getting promoted to assistant regional managers at our AutoZone.
Yes, exactly, dude. And that means that we're going to be able to go to conventions, the conventions that are in St. Louis, and we're going to be able to meet people that also assistant manage AutoZones, and we're going to make some more friends and more Instagram friends.
So
And
there's a
St.
there's
Louis
a-
means Marriott hotels, and those are
Exactly.
really cool hotels.
And those hotels
Just a
are
quick
cool, and they
question.
give cookies out between 2 and 4, and then sometimes in the mornings they have tea.
And I've only had I've never had a warm cookie in my life. I've only had cold cookies.
No, and it's sometimes that's why my design.
Lukewarm or cold?
I've never had a lukewarm. I've never had
Just
a
like
warm cookie.
Cold?
I can't
But,
wait for you.
When you say cold, do you mean like actually cold, or do you mean like just not warm?
like room temperature,
Like over ice.
or do you
Like
have your cookies over ice?
Refrigerated or frozen?
I can't wait. I can't wait to, cause I'm gonna film it too. I have a camera, and I'm gonna film him. I'm gonna film
So
him eating a
Scooby
cookie.
has this
what is
this
it?
like camera, and
Glad
he's
that about an
Is that
hour
what
in
you
we found
shot?
out you have a camera for your movie.
So Scooby has this like
Yeah,
it's
what is
like
it?
it's a camera.
It's a camera.
It's a camera, and I'm gonna eat my first warm cookie at a Marriott.
And the camera's
On
gonna be
camera?
on. Yeah, it's gonna be
I think
on.
we never got the answer. Do you only eat cold cookies, like refrigerated or frozen cookies?
Scottsdale Brothers, what are you guys gonna do next?
Yeah, come on, dude.
God.
Oh,
We're gonna take a bathroom break, and then when we come
and then we're
out,
gonna take a bath break.
yeah, am I right?
Am I right?
Can you talk about what you do in the bath, at
I
least?
cannot
Can
explain
never
what
tell
we
you
do
what
in the bath.
But
But
we,
we're probably gonna get some more neck braces, if you know what I mean.
this morning,
No, we
morning
don't.
This morning, in a fugue state, I started writing a horror movie featuring the slap chop.
I'm very excited about it. It's going to be extremely big and huge, and it is also going to defend the patriarchy.
We gotta have both sides, just like Vince Offer
Gotta
versus
have
the cannibal
both-
prostitutes.
both
there
sides.
are good,
Good
people on both sides.
So my question for you actually is so you had an idea last night for the horror movie. So what's the production pipeline for that? When's the script gonna come out? When are you guys gonna make it?
It should be out if we do enough. I mean, if we
Couple days?
Yeah.
Couple days? Well, yeah,
2
we'll
days,
stop.
a couple,
we got it
2.
in like 2 days.
Okay.
You guys, have you guys had any other projects I can see before this, or?
The company ShamWow.
Yeah, if you want to buy
Our-
ShamWows
Our father
online.
died and left it to us. But as far as a film, no.
Also, our father died 2 days ago, so we've
my
just
God.
been we have been working.
And you already spent
What
all
did
the
you
money.
guys
That's
do
insane.
while you were waiting for him to die?
check our watches.
We were checking our watches and mostly just chilling out, having some Capri Suns,
Chilling
planning
out.
for the future, making some Pinterest boards.
We were chilling out, lax and relaxing, all cool.
Dude, like
So
like
what stage of grief are you in?
Right now we're in the let's make a movie stage.
We're in the writing stage and pre-production.
Looks like you're in Capri Sun stage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing but Capri Sun in those Capri Suns.
There might
Actually,
be a little
dude,
extra.
that literally sounds like bargaining. I think that is literally the bargaining phase of grief. I think you took bargaining so literally. That's awesome. In my culture, actually, we do this thing we call sit shiva, and I think you guys could maybe do that too. Like, you could sit down and chill for a little bit, because I think it's important
We've
to
been
grieve.
just
Just
chilling
chill.
our whole life.
Yeah, we've been sitting Shiva our whole life.
Yeah, we've been
until
praying,
right now.
praying to ghosts, praying to anything.
Yeah. I like that culture. That's a fun culture.
Yeah, it's a good culture.
Can you guys just answer one question?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the bathroom.
Who's older? I
Yep.
just need to know.
So when you go into a bathroom, things get hairy.
How so?
Well, you'll find out. If we ever seen you in a bathroom, no, we didn't. Anyway, it's really good chatting with you guys.
This has
It's
been
been
awesome.
good chat. Yeah. It's been good chatting with most of you. I'm going to have to bop one of you off of something.
Oh
the
boy.
heck?
And I think you know who you are. That's all I'm going to say.
Is you guys still having dinner tonight? And can
Are you
I
guys- yeah.
watch through the window? I mean,
Oh my god.
is you guys still having dinner tonight? That was my whole question.
Yeah, you guys still having dinner? Can I vroom that?
Yeah, and by vroom
What do you
vroom-
want to
Ooh, boy.
What do you want to vroom vroom to our dinner? Are you going to send us dinner? You have to talk in English for us, please.
Scooby knows what I mean.
Absolutely. You're going to vroom vroom, you're going to reap reap reap. What are you going to do, dude? And also, Scottsdale Brothers, I don't want to freak you out, but I think there's a dog behind you. Did you know that?
Oh shit, when did that get here?
Oh no, don't worry. That's actually the ghost of Lyndon B. Johnson. He's writing a list of
Watch
of
Mojo's
videos.
top ways to sit on the couch behind the Scottsdale Brothers.
Just because a ghost is a ghost doesn't mean he's in the body of a ghost.
And it doesn't mean he has no experience with Watch Mojo.
A lot of ghosts watch Mojo because there's nothing to fucking do.
This has been Artists on Artists on Artists answering the question. Now that's why they call it show business. Good night, Hollywood. Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists is an improvised Hollywood Roundtable podcast created and performed and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Colhane, Angela Giratana, and Patrick McDonald.
Our guests this week were the hilarious Sydney Heller and Olivia De Laurentiis. You can follow them on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere at Sid and Olivia.
Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOAOAOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood.
Wait, but also join the Patreon. Patreon.com/AOAOAOA pod. Good night, Hollywood.